Below a green blanket of trees on the southeast side of Houston walk a determined group of warriors, a group of volunteers who are combing this side of Houston's Buffalo Bayou, searching for 19-year-old Luis Deleon. He's been missing since April 3rd. Today is April 16th. Before we were deployed by a small woman clad in all black, she spoke to us. She had black tattooed eyeliner accompanied by a white line on top. She has medium brown skin, so her black tattooed eyebrows shaped her face perfectly. She had long black hair braided to the side. Arriving later than the small group that had already been gathering at the park, she started with, "Yo soy la mamá." I am the mother. She gave a brief explanation of what detectives have as facts about her son's whereabouts on the night of April 3rd. Then she told us that she had not slept well, and that she gets dizzy, so that she would stay in case other people arrived. She detailed that there is water for anyone who needs it, and with no official instructions, we started walking. I had been standing behind her, but I soon found someone who looked official. She was wearing an orange fluorescent vest, the kind that construction workers wear. The big stick of wood that was a little taller than her looked appropriate for the area. Today I didn't come prepared. I had on a flowy black shirt with white birds, jeans, and croc chancletas. It was chilly and I should have worn athletic shoes, but I thought about it and I'd have to go upstairs to get socks, and I was on a schedule. To get down under the blanket of trees, we scaled a 10-foot wall. I was the first. It was easy. The first drop of about 5 feet was the hardest. We descended closer to the wide stretch of the Buffalo Bayou. There were beer cans, trash, old Nike shoes, evidence that people traverse these paths frequently. In the back of my mind, I thought, are we looking for a live person? A hurt person? But I kept going, looking and peering across the bayou. Across the brown water, I saw a bird, a long, skinny gray bird that probably lives in the area. I wish that I could speak to him. "Have you seen this kid, Mr. Bird?" Hoping that he'd answer back. But no such thing. These volunteers had no fear. Going through the brush, the trees. I saw this woman with a stick, which I assumed she picked up along the walk because the stick had rusted nails. She had no fear. She approached a large black bag. I imagined a body in it. But her curiosity, I'm guessing, helped her pierce a hole in the bag. I held my breath for a second, but it was trash. It was then when it hit me. We're looking for a dead person. If it were a dead person, I'm sure we would smell it first, the way that it's described on true crime shows. I headed up to the hill so that I could speak to Maritza. I know that her name is Maritza because I found her Facebook after Grizzy's Hood News posted about Luis. They have 5 kids. The oldest is 24, and then a 20-something daughter, then Luis, and then 2 younger ones. Maritza and I talked about giving a reward, and she mentioned something about that the police only deal in facts. The fact is that Luis Francisco de Leon is missing. He has been missing since April 3rd. His mom, a strong woman who isn't alone, accompanied by her husband and nieces and family, and even strangers who were moved by her story. Her husband stood quietly behind her, arming his own group of people heading to the next stop. People came and shook strangers' hands, the loose handshake that barely goes past your fingers. I mentioned to her that she had warriors behind her. She smiled. I just kept looking at Marisa's ankles, the small feet and ankles that hold her body and hold her pain.